20 minus 20
0.
is 0. Okay, let's do a couple more here at least.
Okay.
I do think the next page is going to cause some bit of problems, but let's try this one. So again, you want to circle the multiplication or circle the division. So I want you to try each of these on your own.
Okay.
And let me know what you come up with.
Okay.
What is your final answer for the first one?
Final answer was 25.
Perfect. And the next one?
6.
Yes, perfect. Okay, so let's set that aside. We'll come back to it if we have time.
Okay.
But most importantly is I think this is probably the newest thing for you to do. So let's go to number 2 on the next page. 6 times 58. Okay, and they're trying to show you a new way of doing
today
this.
we did this in class.
Yeah, and this is what's a little bit different. 6 times, and then what you do is you write in parentheses 2 numbers. So this is going to be 50 plus
4.
8.
8, sorry.
Okay, and the reason it's that is if it's a 2-digit number, you do a 50. Now, in truth, there's actually a couple ways you could do this. So some students, this is actually the preferred way. They look at it as 60 minus 2. Okay. Now you're probably not there yet, but that is another way to do it. All right. And then the next step is to multiply each of these numbers by 6.
Yeah, that's what I do. Is I imagine I'm dealing out cards.
Yes. Okay, so 6 times 5 is 30. Add a 0 is 300. 6 times 8 is 48, and you add them together. Now let me show you this other way. It's the same thing. You distribute this 6 to both. Sometimes you draw these lines, or like you said, you think of dealing cards. 360 minus 12 is also 348. So see how they both work?
Yeah.
And there's times when actually it is better to do this on the right, but we'll probably stick to this on the left. Okay, so if you understood that, let's have you try number 4.
Okay.
Or I don't know, maybe that's
Okay.
3. Sorry, 3.
Okay, for number 4, I got 108. For number 4.
Did you do 3 times 97 or a different problem? I'm sorry.
Oh, I misread. I thought you said number 4.
So you did 5 times 28, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, well let me go grab that one because there's some that isn't quite right about what you told me. So let's take a look at it together.
Okay.
So this is 5 times 20 plus 8.
8.
Do you agree with that? Do you see
Yeah.
why? Okay, what is 5 times 20?
5 times 20 is 100.
Okay, and 5 times 8?
Oh, that's what I did wrong. 5 times 8 is 40.
Yeah, so
140. I just did 5 times 20 is 100 plus 8.
Right, so you got it. So that's the thing that some people forget here is they forget to do it to both. So it's like dealing. If you got 2 people at the table, you got to deal to both. All right, now let's go back and look at number 3. Go ahead and give that one a try, please.
Okay. Number 3. I got 291.
291 is perfect. Okay, now again, the other way to do it here is you can use subtraction. 3 times 100 is 300. Minus 3 times 3 is 9, which is also 291.
Mm.
All right, so let's try. I want you to pick. Oh, actually, we have time. We should do all these because there's actually only one problem on the last page, so we should do all these. So let's just go to number 6. It looks like.
Mhm. Okay.
And I'm sorry, 5 or 6. The
Okay.
numbers were so small until I got them this big.
Yeah.
Either one here for me. Oh, actually, do 5. 5.
Yeah.
We'll talk about how to do 6. There's a couple of ways to do 6.
Okay.
How are you doing on this one?
Not great, but okay.
What is 7 times 80?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
So 7 times 8, you should know. That's just
7 times 8. Yeah. 56.
and then you just put a 0 at the end.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, and then 7 times 4.
7 times 4 is. Am I blanking on this? Oh.
How about 7 times 2?
7 times 2 is 14.
And then you double it to get to 4. What's 14 doubled?
14 doubled is 28.
28. Good.
I was trying to do like half of 56.
Yeah, that also works, but it
Makes a
sometimes
while longer.
sometimes the number gets a little bit too big. Now the idea is you can add these together without having to write them vertically. I mean, you can do that, but that's not preferred.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about how to do number 6. There's a couple of ways to do it. The first way is to do 600 plus 10 plus 5. Do you see how I got each of those numbers from the 6, the 1, and
Yeah.
the 5? And that's fine. That totally works. Alternatively, if you're comfortable, you could do 3 times 600 plus 15.
Yeah.
And it just depends on like how you want to break it up. Now, depending on the number, it might be better to do it this way on the left. So 3 times 600, I would do 3 times 6. Can you tell me that?
3 times 6 is 18. So would it be 1,800? Or yeah.
Yes. And then you add the 2 zeros. 3 times 10.
3
30.
times 10 is 30.
3 times
3
5
times
is
5 is 15.
15. And then you add these together. So it'd be 1,845.
Yeah.
So do you anticipate that you're going to want to break it up into 3 numbers or 2 when you're doing the problems?
Probably 2
Okay,
or 3. I don't really.
Well, so on the right here, let's do this one on the right. 3 times 6 is 18 again, 1,800.
Yeah.
3 times 15, that's a little bit bigger. Maybe that's 45. Maybe the idea is you should get it down to numbers that you know.
Yeah.
So again, it's 1,845. All right, let's look at number 7. So probably we'll do it in 3 numbers. So what are the 3 numbers that add up to 843?
Oh, 800
Okay, plus,
plus 44 plus 43.
plus, perfect. Good. Okay, so
Okay.
2 times 8 is 16. Bring down 2 zeros. 2 times 4 is 8. Bring down the 0.
Yeah.
2 times 3 is 6. Add them together. 1686.
Yeah.
Any questions on that?
No.
All right, let's go ahead. I want you to try the last one here on your own. Hopefully we can get this done in 2 minutes or less, and we'll move to that last page and make sure we get that done.
Okay. I got 2,822. No, sorry. Ah, I forgot to do one thing again.
Yep, you got to do the last one. Are you drawing the arrows or the lines?
No, that's what I think keeps messing me up.
Yep. And if you do that, you will have a better chance of remembering
Yeah.
to do it.
Okay. There we go. Now. Okay. Now 420. Okay. Now. So 2,908.
I think you got to try again here.
Huh?
So it's 2,800 and then 80 and then 8.
Yeah.
So
Oh, right.
there's no carry. No
Oh, right.
carry.
I thought it was a 5 times 20 instead of 4 times 20, so I did 100.
Oh, okay. That will definitely change it. All right, well, let's go to the last primary. I remember actually asking you last time we met. I said, "Hey, you're going to impress me because you're going to tell me this 5-step process."
Yeah, so I believe it's first, next, then last, finally.
All right. Well, that is probably more than we can cover in this because I actually don't know what that means in this problem. But this is
Basically, the first thing you do first, you draw a model of what you need to do. Next, you draw the problem, what you're gonna like the actual problem.
Mhm.
And then after that, you solve it. And then for last, you solve it. And then for finally, you just write the answer down.
Okay. So we're going to read this and we're going to do some of those steps. So the 1,296 graduates this year are to be seated in the auditorium in rows of 48 students each. How many rows of chairs are needed?
Yeah.
Do you know what type of problem this is? What math
Division.
operates? Division. So it's 48 into, this is your favorite, 1,296. Okay. Now you can later on label the steps, but we're going to go right to like doing it. So does 48 go into 12?
See. 48, no, it's not going
No.
to 12.
So we're looking at 129 now. And what's your guess? What 48 times what number do you think goes into 129? You got to make a guess.
I'm just gonna guess. Let's do
So 48 is near
3
50.
times.
Okay, 3 times. Oh, that's a good guess. All right, so just because we don't have the time, we're gonna make sure we get through this. 3 times 48 is 144. That's too big. 48 times 2 is 96. So 129 is right in the middle of those. So what number do we choose?
We'd probably choose the 2.
The 2. 2 times 48 is 96. And then we have to subtract here. Okay, and this is one of those where you got to borrow from the 1. Put that there. You end up borrowing from that. I'm sorry, it's 3 and 3. And it's 336. So it's pretty far away here. Let's go 48 times 6. All right. So this ends up being if you were able to do this, it's 288,
Mm-hmm.
which is too small. And then 48 times 7 gets you another 48, which is, I'm going to add that to this. So 296 plus 40, 336. So it actually works out perfectly,
Perfectly.
which is nice. Because that was going to be my question to you, is like, do you need an extra row or not? But no, you do not. 27 rows. Definitely would recommend you try working this one out on your own if you have time. So go ahead and get all this down, because we are at the end of the lesson. I don't want you to miss anything. I do apologize for not sharing my screen earlier.
Okay.
Hey, how was Lego Club?
I wasn't able to do it. They
Oh,
were
darn.
still sick.
Next time. Hopefully next time.
I hope.
Great. Did you get all this down?
Yep, I did.
Excellent. So I will send you the notes to your parents, and if you need to anything, the YouTube will be up there for you to look at. But that's it for today. We'll get back to 2 lessons next week, and I'll see you then. Thanks, August. Have a great night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.